Hey, what's up? My name's Chris, and this is language stuff. I want to do an update on my German learning. I haven't recorded a video in some time because I have 2 infant babies and 2 other kids, a full-time job, and stuff like that, so I'm pretty busy as of late. So I want to keep updating though, because I like to keep these videos for my own record so that I can look back and see what happened and where I went and stuff like that. So where I'm at in German, I've been learning German for about 6 months now. I started on Duolingo and I'm about halfway through the course. I'm getting all my levels up to level 5. At least each lesson has 5 crowns of levels. You start at level 0 and then you go all the way up to 5. So I've been doing all the way up to 5 in one row before I go to the next row. I know between probably 15 and 1800 words of German, which is not a lot. I feel like when I was learning Esperanto, I had that many words and I was able to make videos in Esperanto weekly, without any trouble. Well, with trouble, but I was able to at least pull it off. I don't think I could do that with German. It's just very difficult. I'm having a difficult time. Now, of course, I have a little more on my plate with extra family members and stuff like that. But so I'm gonna go over the books and things that I've been doing in addition to Duolingo. One is reading a lot. I've tried to read a lot, and really that comes from Olly Richards from I Can Teach You a Language. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description. I listen to his podcast a lot. He's big on reading material that's appropriate for your level. It's not too easy. It's just a little bit hard, so that you're always stretching yourself. So I bought a book called German Easy Reader. It's by Brian Smith. He's a native English and German speaker, and he's written a bunch of books. This is the first one, but it's called Super 500. And it's basically using only the first 500 most high frequency words in German, and he sticks to just those 500 words. It's a dual text book, so you have the German on the left and English on the right. In addition to that, he has recorded transcriptions of the German, so you can go to his website and for free listen to the lessons. He'll read and you can follow along his reading, which helps. So I finished that book. And then I bought Olly Richards, the guy who I just mentioned. I bought his short stories book in German. And it's actually by Olly and Alex Rawlings. I know Alex speaks German pretty fluently. I'm not sure that Olly's ever done German. I know he speaks like 8 languages, but I'm not sure if German's one of them or not. But anyway, he's got help from Alex on this one. And this book was higher than this book in level. I mean, I think this is based on the first 1,000 words. So there's a lot of words I didn't know, but there's a lot of words that are bolded, and at the end of the chapter you can read and see what that word is. But I looked those words up, but I didn't look any other word up. So surprisingly, I got the gist of what each story was about, even though I didn't know a lot of the words, just looking at the bolded words. And I got all the way through the whole book, and it was a really good book. I really highly recommend the book to you if you're a German learner. The third set of books that I read are by, and I got to look it up because I bought the Kindle version. It's by Andre Klein. It's Dino lernt Deutsch. 4 books that have 10 chapters each, and I read each one of the books. So basically, really, I've read 6 books in German so far. And this was a really good series. I really enjoyed it a lot. It's similar to Olly's book. There are bolded words, and then you just look at the bottom of the chapter, and there's the translations. But those are the only words I looked up, and I was able to follow along in every single story without issue, even though there were a lot of words I didn't know. So I really recommend this one too. But each one is really interesting. And since then, I've gone back to this book and I've started it over, back to Olly's book. And it's amazing reading the first story. I was able to understand so much more just from going through all these books. So. In addition to reading, I'm also doing Glossica for the first time ever. I've never tried Glossica before. I've always heard of it. And it's a sentence-based course, where you're learning sentences and you basically repeat. You hear the audio in English, and then it gives you, then you hear the audio in German, and then you repeat it in German. What I try to do is I hear the sentence in English, and I try to repeat it in German before I hear the German audio. And then after I hear the German audio, I'll repeat it again in German. So that gives me basically 2 reps per sentence. Instead of just listening once and saying it once, I'm getting extra practice. I like Gloucester a lot, so I've got about almost 5,000 reps, and I'm only learning like 7 sentences every time I do a new lesson. So I've been learning anywhere between, I don't know, 30 and 40 sentences a week. So that's my update for German. I'm going to eventually try to do more videos. It's just when I don't have time to sit down and figure out what I want to say, I can't figure it out like I was in Esperanto. In Esperanto, I can sit down and pretty much figure it out pretty quickly, look up a few words and know how to say them and then record a video. For German, it's just different. The grammar is so much more difficult. I'm having issues with adverbs. Like, my main struggle in German right now is dabei, dazu. Dafür is pretty easy, but dazu especially, dazu, damit, and dabei. Those adverbs like that, I almost can't wrap my brain around how to use them. They seem like they have multiple meanings. But anyway, I gotta go. That's my update for this week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.